What's going on, guys? King Strats here, back with another video on the channel, and today it's a late night because we went to see Ant-Man, which is why you see this $30 popcorn tin sitting next to me. Pretty cool. It actually lights up, though. I think I could rustle this up for you real quick, but the lights don't really hit unless you turn the lights off, but it's actually lit in here. Look, see that? It's got a light. So it's a popcorn tin, $30. I love to collect these things, so I bought one. $50 on popcorn. It is what it is. But I went to Wawa because the movie started at 10 p.m. Ant-Man was about a two hour or so movie, so didn't get out till like 12:30 because it showed 9,000 previews. Not much open on a Thursday night other than Wawa, but that's always a W. They actually had something new when I went to the kiosk and checked, which is what these are right here. Wawa had garlic nuts. Now I ordered a cheese sauce on the side because it said it came with it, but there is no cheese sauce in here. But they do have garlic nuts, which was apparently a brand new item only at Wawa. Also got 2 sandwiches, my corn chowder, which is always a vibe, and I never really eat none of their cookies, so I try to get a Wawa, like I think it's a chocolate chip. I got a chocolate chip, fresh baked. I got a couple of Sprites, and of course, one of the GOAT bags of Doritos, the purple bag, which is in my top 3 chips of all time, along with Jason Tatum's. And you can just throw in any other Dorito after that. Of course, drop a thumbs up. We're gonna do a little Ant-Man. We'll talk about the movie, but we won't do any spoilers or anything like that. I won't give any plot points away. I'll just give you a brief run over of whether or not it's worth going, if you want to spend the money, and all that other good stuff. I got some pretty good stuff to say about it, but let's get into these sandwiches so I can talk about it. We got a meatball sub. I got a 6-inch. I always get a meatball sub when I get like these chain sub places. I don't know why, but it's like a safe layup type of shit. Soggy, bro. What the hell? I ain't asked for no extra sauce. Sorry for yelling, but this thing is soggy. There's nothing worse to me. I asked for extra cheese. I don't know why it's soggy today. I'll show you in a second because I gotta make sure there's no damn paper on this. But I asked for extra cheese as well as, is that paper? That is paper. Okay, so this, I don't know what the hell they did today, but look at this. You know what the bad part is though? This thing gonna bang. It's gonna bang. I guarantee it's gonna bang. So I'm gonna leave this here for a second. Look at my hand, bro. I'm gonna have to wash my hand. It's on a paper towel later. I had to wash my hands real quick because that was an absolute mess. I also got a chicken strip sandwich. I was gonna get like a mac and cheese chicken thing, and then they said they had brisket, but they didn't have it. So I ended up getting, damn, they loaded me up. This kind of looks like a banger. This one looks like a dub. Look at this. I got a chicken strip with bacon, and who cut this? The laziest cut. Look at that. What are we saying? I got cheese, right? That's a dub. Okay, I got my Wawa placemat. Also, before I even start, I have to say this. People always ask about, is my food cold and stuff like that, and sometimes it's not the warmest, but it's never like ice cold. Number one. Number two, the only thing that annoys me about making food videos is the fact that you have to arrange everything before you eat it. You can't just have a pile of food. And you know, when you get food, you have to just like eat it, right? Like most people, but I don't. I have to like make sure the sandwich and put the sandwich here, move it. That's the only annoying part. People say, oh, I can't eat cold food. Look, if you make food videos, you're used to not eating food that's piping hot all the time. But that's fine. It's not piping hot, but I only live a mile away from Wawa. It's still hot because my sandwiches are hot. But anyway, let me get into these subs. Let me try these. I never had this before, but I got the chicken. See how the sandwich, see how like the cookie falls down? You gotta like leave, because you can't, if I put it on the floor, you can't see it. But anyway, we got a chicken strips with, I got a garlic aioli on here. I forgot what else I got. Gotta look in here real quick. Provolone, tomatoes, and I got the red pepper relish that they have there. And I asked for bacon, and it was like $1 extra for bacon, but they loaded me up. Like, there's mad bacon on here. You know, I just feel like at the last second, they're like, wait, we're supposed to put tomatoes on here, right? So I'm gonna stuff these in here real quick. All right, here we go. Look at this. This thing actually looks like a banger. Wow, good hell. The bacon's crispy. This is one of the better sandwiches I've ever gotten from Wawa. I also got oregano and Parmesan in here, but there's mad chicken strips and all kinds of stuff. I don't know what hey, tomato fell. That's fine. That's one of the best sandwiches I've ever gotten from Wawa. Like, that's gonna be my go-to from now on. No joke. They ain't gonna load it up like that next time. But the garlic aioli and chipotle, red pepper, relish, whatever that is, and it's mad bacon. And it's crispy. Seriously. Chain sandwich scale, dub. Massive dub. Ooh wee. I want to try these two. So these are the garlic nuts. We get 2 in an order. It's like $1 and change. Supposed to come with a cheese sauce, but they didn't give it to me. It would have been nice to, you know what I can do? I could probably just, look, I got marinara in here. You know when I laugh, me laughing is a good thing. That's good. This is better than some pizzerias. Here's the thing. What I think they did, though, Wawa makes baked pretzels. I think they use the same dough as they use for their pretzels. It has that same, like, texture and consistency as opposed to pizza dough. And people are going to say they're similar. Yes, but there are differences. Usually garlic nuts are a lot harder than this. This one is kind of soft, but it's got this garlic butter on here, which kind of just, this is good. It reminds me of like a garlic pretzel. I eat this a lot. For real. Chain sub-wise, this is like a 9.2 out of 10. Very good. And this right here, I can't compare it to a real pizzeria. I'll put it this way. If they serve that at Domino's, I get it every time. How about that? I think that's fair. That's like an 8.7 out of 10. People ask where I get these 0.7s from. Because 8.5 is a benchmark, and so is 9. If I say 8.7, it's not quite a 9. But it's too good to call it just an 8.5, which to me is very good, but it's almost elite. If I say 8.9, it's like a little bit of something. You see where I'm coming from? People don't know where to get the numbers from, but I always try to explain myself just to give people an idea. Let's also get into this monstrosity of a weirdo thing right here. But it's a meatball sub. I got extra cheese, and I got pepperoni on here as well. Pepperoni and a meatball sub is a pro move at a chain sub shop. Unless you're at Subway, then just leave. Wawa's hitting today. I also got their red pepper relish on here. I got the idea from Firehouse Subs, to be honest. This is almost as good as Firehouse. Like, not quite, but it's pretty damn close. I still got a foot long both. Wow. Hold on now. What really makes that is that red pepper relish you threw in there. And that's because I get it on my Firehouse sub. With the extra cheese, like if you get Subway before you get this, I don't know what you're doing. Meatball sub-wise, Firehouse Subs, I gave it a 9.4. That gets like a 9.1. That's like, I think I perfected my Wawa order. I feel like I did. Let me get a little bit. Just get these on. Look at these on. You know I gotta get my corn chowder in there too. Here, we'll do it right here. Boom. What a dub. Dub today. Oh, my Boba Fett. I got a lot of memorabilia, bro. Let me just leave that there for now. There's actually a piggy bank, by the way. Right off this side. The goat soda. Diet Sprite. Every time. That's why Sprite hits, man. We'll save the cookie for later. We'll move this in. We'll get this here. My corn chowder. It's the only soup I ever order from Wawa. I get it every time. Every time. Also, there was a nice lady there that she gave me like a bag of like an extra bag. She saw I was carrying all this stuff, and she put like paper towels in it and like silverware. I love people like that. I thanked her like 46 times, and I think that's why she did it. Like I gave her a compliment. I was getting my stuff, I was checking out, and I said to her, because there was a condiment thing next to it, like ketchup, mustard, all that stuff, and I said, that is the neatest condiment thing I've ever seen. Like that's fantastic. And she like started blushing and was like, she took pride in it. I love that kind of stuff, man. Stuff like that makes my day. I didn't say it to try to like be. I didn't even know she did it, but like, she took pride in that, bro. Like, that's a dub. So I was on my way out because I went to get my stuff. It was ready for checkout. When you go to Wawa, you pay for your stuff, and you can get your stuff from the deli. Come on. Oh, my goodness. Get this soup, bro. Every time. It's like one of the only, like, packagey soups I like. Anyway. On the way out, she was like, here, let me give you... So she gave me an extra bag. They don't give people bags. Like, they charge you for it. She gave me a bag. And she threw, like, some stuff in it. And, like, she took, like, because I had the garlic knots in my hand. I was balancing them. I said, thank you so much. You are a wonderful person. I told her, I hope you have a wonderful night. I love stuff like that. The world needs more people like that. You know? Just nice people. Anyway. If you ask me what this is for me, this is the best store soup that you can get. Including all of the restaurants and all. This right here. This is a 10 for me on a store soup scale. Any soup scale, probably like a 7. Still really good, but... Anyway. Let's talk about Ant-Man. Now, if you've been in any of my Twitch streams, I have said ad nauseum. I've said it a lot. I don't care about Ant-Man. Like, I don't even really care about going to see the movie. But I got the movie pass, and I'm going to go see it, right? So, I went in there with an attitude like, because of the last few Marvel movies have been kind of mid for... Black Panther was good. It wasn't mid. Doctor Strange, some of the TV shows. There's been some good TV shows, but a lot of them I don't really care for. I didn't go in with, like, super high expectations. With that being said, I thought the movie was good. It was enjoyable. It was better than Thor 100%. It was better than Doctor Strange 100%. Black Panther, for me, no, but on par. You know, being unbiased. And I like the new villain. I won't get into details. I know a lot of people don't want those kind of spoilers, but you can see where they're going with it. For sure. And one of the reasons why I didn't care for it in the beginning, before I went to see it, was I felt like a lot of these movies were just like setting up things, but they weren't telling a story that I was interested in. This one had a relatively interesting story. I like Paul Rudd. I think he's kind of funny in that like weird Paul Rudd kind of way. You know, got Michelle Pfeiffer, got Michael Douglas, you know. So, the cast was good. The acting, it's a comic book movie, but the acting was good for a comic book movie. I thought the villain was very good, kind of setting up where they're going with it, which is awesome. You know, I've said this a billion times, I don't really care for this multiverse thing. But you knew it going into it, that's what it was, so I'm not going to complain about that. The runtime was only 2 hours, which for a Marvel film is like unbelievable. There are post-credit and mid-credit scenes, of course, so no one moved. So if you go watch it, make sure you stay. There's a little... It's cool. I won't give you details. But just overall, without getting into any plot points, I found the movie enjoyable. I didn't enjoy Thor. Like, I watched it and I was like, I just tried to do too much, and I kept rolling my eyes. This one was just enough comic booky. That's a nice word. Very CGI. You'll notice it right away. This isn't a spoiler, but the quantum realm, it's called Quantum Mania. So there's a lot of quantum realm, which means there's a lot of CGI. So, to be expected. But, so as far as like the sets, I don't really like that. And the one thing that I noticed going through the movie that I will say was this. It reminded me of Star Wars. If you are a fan of Star Wars and you watch it, I think you'll know what I'm talking about. And if you've seen it, let me know. The environment seemed very Star Wars, especially in the first half of the movie. But overall, it accomplished what it meant to do, which was A lot of people say that this phase of Marvel has been just setting up the villain, almost like Thanos back then. Why I didn't like this set of Marvel was, even though they were setting up Thanos, they were still telling enjoyable, engaging stories with good characters. Whether it was Thor, Captain America, Iron Man, so on and so forth. And I feel like this current crop of superheroes just ain't the same. So I don't find the stories as engaging. No disrespect to any of the actors that play any of these people, because I like them as actors. Like I said, I think Paul Rudd's funny. I just don't care about Ant-Man that much. But this movie, I was engaged the entire time. And I don't want to say something that comes off as a lie, because for me to say, oh, it was mid, I didn't think it was mid. It wasn't great, but I walked in thinking it was going to be mid or bad, and it was good. It was a good movie. And I like the fact that they did that, made a good movie while still setting it up, and they didn't leave it in the background. Like, you got to see the villain, Kang, everybody knows it's Kang, for a hefty portion of the movie. They should have did that with Christian Bale and Thor, but for some reason they didn't. But he's prominent throughout the movie, and you get to know him, and you can kind of say, like, okay, I see where they're going with this. So that's kind of how I feel about it. Overall, is it worth going to see if you are a Marvel fan? If you're an MCU person, I think you'll enjoy this more than you enjoyed the crap last year. And if you enjoyed the crap last year, you'll really enjoy this. Out of 5 stars, which is what I do for movies, I'd give it a 3 out of 5 stars. It was good. Nothing great about it, but it was good. Plus, I had a crush on Michelle Pfeiffer when she was Catwoman. So, it's always nice. In fact, I realized this the other day. I think I realized we were talking about it on stream. I think we were talking about celebrity crushes. I don't really have celebrity crushes, but when I was younger, I had a few. But I'm not really like the type of person, but I said this, and it was like it dawned on me. If you played Catwoman, there's a high probability I had a crush on you at one point in my life. Now, I know Eartha Kitt played Catwoman, and she's gorgeous. It was before my time. So, in my life, we had Michelle Pfeiffer played Catwoman in Batman Returns. I liked her in Scarface. I didn't see Scarface in the movies. It came out before I was born. Way before. But, so, she's always been for me. Halle Berry played Catwoman. Do I even have to go into detail about Halle Berry? Anybody with a set of eyeballs knows that's nothing small. Yeah, we move on. We're grown. And last we had Zoe Kravitz. Have you played Catwoman? Now, I don't know about the TV show Gotham. She's like, you know, that's, I'm a little too young for my old ass, but you know what I'm saying? There's a high probability. So, that's a dub. Weird, right? True. Who, you know, when somebody else I had a crush on as a kid, I'll give you a few. As far back as I can remember, I remember these two being my first crushes. Okay? I bet y'all didn't think I was going to talk about this. Listen. 2 first crushes I ever had. Left Eye, Lisa Lopez. TLC, rest in peace, Angel. And believe it or not, Aaliyah, rest in peace. I was sad. Both of them. You know, I don't want to go into the bad parts, but even when I was a little kid, those are the 2 I had crushes on. Left Eye and Aaliyah, my first 2. I don't know how that's relevant to anything I'm saying, but we went on celebrity crushes, so I just went there. Who y'all had crushes on? Some of y'all are probably born in like 2000, so your crushes were people that are like my age. So, those were mine. That's 2 movie reviews in 24 hours. Went to the movie twice. And that's about all I can stand. I'm going again next week. I'm going to see Cocaine Bear. I'm not a big fan of like going to packed movies, but I'll do it for the sake of doing a review. I get to do it firsthand, and because I have like the movie pass, But when the movies are packed for me, like, there's just like, and it's not like an angry thing, but you know how like, I don't really like crowds. I start getting, I guess triggered is a bad word, because I'm not like angry. Annoyed, maybe, by the stuff people do around you. Like, there was a dude next to me, he was on a dating app the whole time. He was like messaging girls, I could see it. Out of the corner of my eye, the screen was hella bright. You know, and I'm not one of them people that's gonna start complaining and stuff, like, hey, can you keep your phone off? Like, bro clearly was down. He had to do what he had to do. I wasn't gonna get in the way of that. But it just kept catching me out the corner of my eye. There was a dude behind me that kept like doing an internal burp. You know the internal burp when you're like that? He kept doing it, bro. I'm like, yo, you alright? You know what I'm saying? And then, only in packed movies do people get up to go to the bathroom so much. I'm the only person, like, I never get up during a movie. Never. I'ma hold it. I also make sure that I go to the bathroom before I sit down. Like, when I get to the theater and I get my drink, I go to the bathroom. Then I go sit down. The other thing I don't do, this is like some weird, I'm just talking about my own experience. The other thing I don't do, I don't show up late. Like, every time, because again, I go to the movies every week, so I'm very observant. Every time I go to the movies, every single showing of everything I've ever been to, there's people that come in after the movie starts, like 10, 15 minutes. Not me. I gotta be there. You paid for it. I don't know. And I don't really like to say to go into the bathroom thing, just personally, because some people might have like weak bladders, or you know, they might have like a thing where they gotta go, and so I don't really want to judge them based off that. The other thing I can't go to movies in this, I'm weird. I go to movies with like recliners and stuff, right? You would swear I'm at home. I be in Crocs, flip flops. Rarely, if ever, do I have jeans on, hoodie, shirt. Like, I don't ever be. You know, people. I know people sometimes they're probably like in the mall or something, because the ones I go to are connected to a mall. They're probably okay. You want to stop and get a movie, but some people be like really dressed up. Yesterday I went to go see the Winnie the Pooh one. There was a couple. Now here's where it caught me. The dude was dressed like me. Hoodie, sweats, whatever. But they had a girl with him. And the girl had on like leather pants. And like she was dressed up like she was finna go to the club. And she had on enough perfume to make me think she might have been going to the club afterwards. Yeah, mad perfume. You know how somebody walks past you and the smell is still there like 30 seconds later because they got on that much perfume? It was like that. Who in the comments just got triggered because I said you had too much perfume on? The last time I said that, I said it annoys me at the theater. I had like a few people comment like, if maybe they just want to wear it, like, tell me you're mad. Listen, if I say something must be my own preference, and I'm not talking to you directly, and you get triggered by it, i.e., you wear too much perfume or cologne, do you realize that other people probably think the same shit about you? Now, don't be mad at me, I didn't do anything. You know that saying that goes only a hit dog hollers, but you gotta chill out sometimes. You gotta chill and relax. Relax a little bit, it's gonna be alright. You know? Like, just relax. Calma. You know what I mean? I get it though. I think as people get older, they lose their sense of smell, so they spray more. That's my theory. A lot of older men and women wear like mad cologne and mad perfume and smell them like crazy, you know? But also like 19-year-old women too. Really women in general. A lot of y'all wear too much. Maybe too much. Couple spritzes, bro. Listen, if I smell you and I'm not next to you, you got too much on. I wear cologne like everybody else. The only way you smell like cologne is if you get close to me. Like, body fragrance is not, you're not supposed to smell them from arm's length away. Like, ask the people who at the store that spray you. I'm telling you, this is like a thing. You ain't supposed to spray that damn much. Some of y'all be... I had a friend in college like that. Let's try this cookie, though. I had a friend in college like that. He used to wear mad cologne, bro. I used to watch, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was about to go out and stuff. So I used to go, like, over to his crib, and we were, like, pregame. In college, pregame. So he'd be at the crib, and he'd be... I'm like, bro. He's like, gotta have it smell good. I'm like, that's the damn too much smell good. You know how I go. But anyway, let's try this Wawa cookie. What? Ain't no way, bro. This is a chocolate chip cookie from Wawa. It says it's baked fresh. Baked fresh daily. W. You know how many calories are in this cookie? I know. I should... I'm only gonna give y'all 1 second to guess. This is crazy. This is crazy. There are 420 calories in this one cookie. It says 3 servings per container, and it says 140 calories a serving. First of all, nobody's eating a third of a cookie, so just put the whole damn thing. I hate when they do that with nutrition facts. That's crazy. 440 calories, a third of this cookie. 420 calories is this. And y'all got the nerve to ask me how many calories is in a Buckeye brownie? First impression, not a lot of chocolate chips going on here. But it does have a dense, fresh baked kind of goodness. But I can't see this being too good. You could probably heat it up and save it. But we ain't doing that. I don't got no time for that. Oh, yeah. That is mid. Not mid. How do you mess up a cookie? Let me tell you. This is how. You want a chocolate chip cookie? I need chocolate chips in every bite. I got a lot of just dough on that one, like cookie dough with no chips. It wasn't an enjoyable bite. But I'm gonna bite one more time. I'm saying, like, this whole thing right here, there should not be 0 chocolate chips. Finally, there we go. That's inexcusable for a chocolate chip cookie. Can't do it. Cannot win with them. Nah, I'm not wasting 420 calories on that. Look, there's no such thing as like a horrible chocolate chip cookie, but there are things like a mid chocolate chip cookie. The only way a chocolate chip cookie can be bad is if you overcook it. You burn it, I don't want it. But even if it's a mid one, like, I'll still eat it. But 420 calories for that, bro, that's like like half a sandwich, bro. I'd rather eat a sandwich. You see what I'm saying? So I try to do that. But this shouldn't happen, like, in my opinion. Not with a fresh baked. Like, somebody need to get the machine right. Whoever baked that, nah. So I'm saying, like, you can't look at this and be like, oh, this is the one. It's not. Okay, mid. Even a bad chocolate chip cookie. But if I'm judging it versus all the chocolate chip cookies I've ever had, or, like, franchise chocolate chip cookie, that's the one thing Subway got over them, because that is not it right there. That right there on a franchise chip cookie is like a 2 out of 10. But even a 2 is good for a chocolate chip cookie. You get what I'm saying? It's not harsh, but you got to judge against the other ones. So, anyway, talk about Ant-Man. Got some food in. It's already like 2 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, bro. That's crazy. So, but it was worth it, for sure. Got me some memorabilia. I'm going to add this to my setup, which I'm going to stream. I'm redoing a lot of my setup, which you guys seen. I don't know if you've noticed, but I changed the wall behind me. This is like tile now. And I'll do something else with the jersey soon too, but I've been doing a lot of upgrades to the setup, thanks to you guys and the videos and you guys supporting the content. You know, I didn't go do anything where I was going to cash out or anything like that, but I did say that I was going to make upgrades to... So people have noticed the lighting. People think I got a new camera, and it's actually the lighting. I got better lights, things like that. So I'll eventually... This camera is expensive, but I'm probably, as time goes on, going to get an even better camera. little bit of editing software, things like that. So I'm going to continue to make upgrades and stuff like that. I'm not going to buy stuff just for fun. The only things I've bought have been for my setup, for streaming or for YouTube and stuff like that. So just want to kind of keep you guys in a loop on that. Some people have noticed it, but we'll be back tomorrow. More content, man. I love y'all. The hand signs, they made it to YouTube.